Hey, how's everyone doing? Alright, we're gonna be doing some Magic the Gathering Arena. And let's see, I think I'm just gonna jump into play queue. So yesterday I spent some time building some decks, so for those of you who don't know, Magic kind of went rotation recently. So a bunch of the old sets, M19, Dominaria, Ixalan are all not standard legal anymore. And we also got the new set Throne of Eldraine, so we got a bunch of new cards. And so I spent some time building some new decks. So these are all the precons. This elementals from last season that I just kind of modified. This budget feather. Um, this new red deck wins. It's not as good as the old one, to be honest. This is what it looks like. There should be more fervent champions in here, I think. Scorch Spitter is pretty good. You don't need the Footlight Fiend. This is the Cavalcade version, so it's got Ginger Brewed, Scotch Spitter, Grim Initiate, Champion. Just trigger those. Just Runaway Steamkid is not the best. Chandra is pretty good in it. Spitfire is good for the pure burn version, which I'm not really running. But yeah, light up the stage for advantage. Skewer the Critics is not really run that much anymore, but I guess it's decent for the burn version. And then Torbrand was like the really good addition from the new set, but it's not super meta. I also just put together as a deck with like random stuff, which is just like super control. But yeah, I haven't tested that out much. So yeah, so this is the Lifegain Orzhov deck that is pretty fun actually. Just basically run the Johnny's Ride Mids and Aerialists. It just has like some Lifegain stuff like Linden from the new set. Just one Dawn of Hope because I don't have more, and I'm running on rare wild cards. Healer's Hawk. Member of the Dire Moon is actually a really nice addition from M20 because it's 1/1 lifelink and death touch. So it works really well. Two Johnny's Inheritance just for like finishing. Power, Sorin, Black Patrol, Epicure. Black Patrol is a new addition. Although this might not be the best shell for it. I think something with Sacrifice might be the best shell. Oh yeah, but yesterday I spent time just building these decks, so let me show the first iteration on this one. Stab that. And the card I wanted to build around was Verity Circle. So you might remember this from, I think, Ravnica Allegiance. It's an enchantment for 3, and whenever a creature an opponent controls is tapped, if it's not attacking, you can draw a card, and then you can activate for 5 to tap it, but it's not really what you want to do. Basically, I was just looking for effects that would tap creatures. So recently we got, let's see. Well, so I put in all the tap removal enchantments like Charmed Sleep. And then I put in Queen of Ice that taps, Dungeon Geist, Jailbringer, Benthair, Frostlinks. And then I put in some like anti-aggro tools like Forbidding Spirit, Tide Taker, Shepherd of the Flock, just like a good early drop, and also protection for something you want to save. Fast Cascade removal. I put in some like early defensive Milish cards. The Apprentice of Wall of Lost Thought, but I guess yeah, you should probably swap those out for something that fits the shell better. There's also Depose that taps and then deploy builds blockers. And then 2 copies of Gadwick, and then this actually gave me the idea for the next iteration of this. Gadwick is basically when it enters, you draw X cards, so you can pay X when you play it, so it's X and 3 blue. And when you cast a blue spell, you tap something. So this actually works really nicely with Verity Circle, because most of our deck is blue, and then you play something, you tap something and opponent controls, and then Verity Circle triggers and you get to draw a card. So you draw a bunch of cards through that. And then drawn from James to just collect some stuff. What is this? Oh, card styles. That is cool. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, but this was the first iteration. It did okay, but it was just, they didn't use Verity. I mean, Verity Circle was pretty well used because of the tap clause on most of our creatures, but it didn't really do it. So instead I built this one. This is it. Which is mostly more focused on Gadwick actually. So there are 3 copies of Gadwick in this one. He's like the top of our curve essentially. And then we run 3 Verity Circles for the synergy and card draw. And then we just run a bunch of really cheap blue stuffs like 3 Fairy Miscreants, you know, flying 1/1 and also card draw in multiples. Secret Keeper for some like mill and a good blocker against aggro. Opt for, you know, cheap brew spells, scry, draw, great value. Just one copy of Apprentice with the Scry and Mill. Because sometimes this deck can win with Mill because they're running one copy of Drown Secrets. But, because, I mean, it's mono blue, so. But, so with the super cheap mono blue spells, you can end up milling a bunch of Drown Secrets. And then we're running like Spectral Sailor, another 1/1 Flash Flyer. Terramander is really nice because we have a bunch of really cheap instants and sorceries like Opt, Unsummon, I guess Negate, Winged Ward. So we can get the cheap adapt pretty easily. But yeah, and then 4 Unsummons obviously against aggro or even against mid-range pretty good. For one copy of Drowned Secrets for the mill. Very duelist. This I haven't actually tested in the original plan, but it has flash. So the thing I noticed with the Verity Circle and Gadwick is actually if you're playing against an opponent that's being aggressive, then the creatures are already tapped when they attack. So when your turn comes around and you play something blue, you don't have anything to tap down, and so you don't get the value out of Verity Circle and Gadwick. So running stuff at instant speed, so like Unsummon, Opt, and just flash creatures is pretty good because then you can do it on their turn to make sure you tap it down. So it also prevents their aggression and gets you something, so it's nice. Negate just, again, I don't know, the off chance non-creature spells like Planeswalkers or Board Wipes kind of thing. Should probably run maybe more copies or at least run some in the sideboard. I haven't really built a sideboard for this, it's kind of empty. But I should do that. Fairy Vandal is really nice because we have a bunch of card draw with like Opt and Verity Circle, so this guy can get pretty big. Where is he? Fairy Vandal. This was one of him because I don't have another one yet. Hopefully as I do more drafts with Eldraine I'll get more. Hypnotic Sprite is good counterspell. It's a 2 mana 2/1 flying, so it's pretty good stats, and we're mono blue, so the mana cost is not a problem. And then Nightveil Sprite is something I'm running right now because it's a 2 mana 1/2 flying, so it's a decent blocker for 2 mana, and the Surveil can help out if we're like flooding in the late game. And then Wingwords, we're running mostly flying creatures, so it's just cheap card draw. And then 3 copies of Gadwick, 20 islands, pretty straightforward. Not running any of the tapped ones. There is Castle Vantress we can run, but I don't know if you're... I mean, I guess we could have the 2 mana for the Scry. Yeah, okay, let's try it. I'm gonna put in 1 Vantress and take out an island. Alright. So yeah, if you have any suggestions, let me know. I was also thinking of adding So Tiny maybe as the removal, because it is 1 mana flash. And from the like mill that we get from our mill cards, it does help. Can become -6 mana so pretty quickly. But yeah, let me know. I don't know what else I would run that's like cheap and blue. Yeah, maybe more Fairy Vandals and remove the mill stuff at some point. Alright, so let's take the deck for a spin. It's not a super high win rate deck, but it is pretty fun. And I did manage to win a couple games at least yesterday. There was one against, I think, this mono green. It's really, so there are some matchups that are really hard for us, like Gates, because they just have too much value. With all the zombies, and it's really hard. And the creators are longer for our lines. But yeah, some situations. So let's go for a Apprentice first. Set up our draws pretty well. So I would like a 3rd island. The second Verity Circle is actually not that great. It does let us double up on card draw value, but I think we need a Gadwick to really abuse that, and we already have one. It looks like the opponent's playing Rakdos. Gonna go swinging. Get a Nightveil Sprite down so that we can take us that draws a bit. This deck doesn't really need more than 3 or 4 items. We just play Gadwick for technically Execo for 2 mana. So the opponent doesn't have any creatures yet, so Verity Circle, I don't know if it's worth it. Go Miscreant, but it's not the best use of our but yeah, we don't need the island. Just gonna play 1 Miscreant. And keep up the Duelist Flash, I guess. I'm really confused. Opponent hasn't played any creatures yet, they're... Oh, but give us the dead deck. That makes more sense. Right, I guess we can't do that in this game. So maybe I just go aggressive and try to close out. Rushes at them. Wingwards is nice, the card draw is gonna be sweet. And that's also gonna go a Fairy Land. Oh yeah, this has Flash, so let's just wait on that. Table Passage. What are you running ARM? Mono black deal with the deck. Killing the fairy deal with. That doesn't make any sense to me. Like, he's lost his value. Why not kill the Nightbell Sprite? I think we go Windward here. Panel, Gadwick. Charmander is nice. Let's see. We only have winged words, and the adapt is going to be expensive, but cheap creatures are pretty nice at this point. So now we're pushing for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage every turn of them, of course. At least 4 in the air, which is nice, so that's 2 Oh, but they have that. So let's attack. Oh, wait a second. I should have played Gadwick and grown the Fairy Vandal. That was a misplay on my part. Don't need this. I'll go Gadwick this turn and right here with the Gadwick next turn, probably. Let's do X is 1. Yeah, that was my bad. Oh, so it's running Ayara, so whenever the zombie spawn, it takes that's a cool build. So happy for not playing that island. His opponent calling good game. Now winning in the air, 3, 4, 5. That one blocker. 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 HP, I don't know. Okay. But yeah, so you see that, I mean, that was not really playing the play queue, so these are not super meta usually, unless someone's like trying on a meta build. But you can see this deck does pretty well. Let's do another. We got Spectral Sailor into Winged Words, which is nice. Got a counter spell. 3 lands is decent. Okay. Let's see what we're up against. Oh. What is this? Pretty sure this is not a meta deck. Is there another deck? Oh. It was blue-white flyers. Oh yeah. I went up against one of these yesterday as well. That was a really hard matchup. It was really long drawn because we don't run that much removal. And their flyers block our flyers, so. I'm gonna play Sailor at end of turn here. Right. Just decide to use the very long. This Nightbell Sprite is a decent blocker actually. next turn we can hold up Nautic Sprite. So the Anthem is a really nice target for unsummon actually. Forget what the name is, but it's a bird. So I mean they can go pretty aggressive here. The question is, this makes us, you know, vulnerable. You can hold a Hypnotic Sprite and then if it doesn't work just unsummon Opt. I think I like that plan. You can also go attacking with Nightfell Sprite. But then they can block. They can also double block. That's really favorable for them, so no, that's a terrible idea. Right, there's a Winged Words. I guess I could have countered that. I think it makes more sense countering. Yeah, it could be nice. 2 mana, I mean 4 mana draw 4, something we could do. Sure. Oh, the problem is if I unsummon something, they get so much value out of it. Because they can reuse the Adventure of the Godmothers. And the Fairy Miscreant of card draws, so I don't think they're good targets for us. Instead, let's do this. And then 2-1 flyer, that's a 1-2. Gives us Scry 2. Doesn't block though, which is kind of a problem. But we could trade with it. Yes, don't need that. That would be nice, but they have flyers, so that doesn't help either. I think that was pretty good. And still unsummon. That's nice. Another Winged Words. Surprised I haven't found their Anthem board yet. 45 still in library. But should be running 4 copies. It's called something Eagle, I think. Great, opponent doesn't want to attack. Totally okay with that. So Winged Words, keep Hypnotic Sprite open. I think that's the move. Ooh, very Duelist. That is actually pretty good. Verity Circle doesn't do anything right now. Yes. Oh, this is only CMC 3 or less. Yikes. That's a good unsummon target though. Oh no, they're running a counter spell? Also Jovin's Veto? That's just rude. All the fires are indestructible. It's ridiculous. Could go Verity Circle. draw a card if nothing else. If Hypnotic Sprite doesn't work out. There's no point in attacking because there's Safara and she's gonna earn them 7 life. I have to start jump blocking that. We should have put down Verity circles so we can keep Safara tapped down. Oh yeah, and that also doesn't allow them to then creature. But they're blocking is stupid. Oh, it's also tap target creature without flying. Man, this matchup is terrible for us. It's like the worst. On Dovin's veto. And it goes go wide. Even going wide, I don't know how much it's gonna help. Maybe I should have just kept up the card draw. Alright. Yeah, we don't have any way to deal with Safara other than just tap her down with Gadwick. This isn't looking good. We're taking 1 damage. What a shock. And it's not even Gadwick. I think this is GG. Let's just go on to the next one. Yeah, that's really hard for us to deal with. Alright, let's do one more. Hopefully we can show off some variety. The advantage is the deck can be pretty fast. Get a lot of early damage in and then you get a lot of early damage. And then tapping them down with Gadiwck later also helps. Okay. 2 winged birds is kinda not great with no flyers, but we have a lot of them, so hopefully we'll draw into one. That's fine. And also this is pretty good. Mill 8. Oh, looks like mono green. Looking the Chandra card sleeves. And who is this? Is this Chandra Aurelia? Not sure. Oh, it's Gibbs. Ah, I can feel them dead. I'd have to bring that. Just mill them. Also, what?
I will invert the world to watch kings grovel and worms rule. Oh dear.
Into 3/3, that is pretty cool actually. Roll them some more. Sarkin. Maybe it's not a Field of the Dead, maybe it's Steamer something. Steamer Gadwick.
Surely you must be famished.
Another wing force. Oof. Hurts a bit. Alright, that is not the worst. We can unsummon the questing beast. I mean, they can play it again, but at least it won't have. At least it can't attack. Might have to pay the full 3 for these winged lords. It really sucks. At that point, it's just a bit of Dombre.
You think I'm crazy?
That's not
Wait,
great.
see my mates.
You can have it fight. You can do this, so they can't play it again because it doesn't have mana. Yeah. That's a valuable play. Get her the food token into a 4-3. That's not great for us.
Your
We
new
can't block
look
these
is
anymore without
enchanting.
losing our creatures. Alright, so we play this and then wing words for 2. We got useful, the mattress. Right, you got an unsummon. Only works on creatures, so we can't unsummon like a Poco. Can't unsummon that. Guess you have to let these go.
It's not poison.
Problem with the units is Gadwick, they can
won't
just
answer
Oko it
other
into a
guilds.
3-3 with no abilities. Which really sucks. Huh. Verity circle. Oh, you should have swung at Dombre. Can't anymore. Not without dying. So I'm gonna totally fair deal list, jump up list.
Oh, I wish you could see your face while I'm beating you.
Make an X move. Oh, haste. Makes sense.
Gaze into my face and put on your true shape.
Just lose. Where's Pro Blue? Lol. Yeah, that wouldn't have worked anyway. Oh gosh, it's got to catch through. Yep, I guess that didn't work out so well. Should do one more, let's do one more. That one was not even a real game, basically. Alright, Future 322. Brewed. Put on more fliers. Don't think green-black launch too many board wipes. They do have fine finality, which totally destroys us. It kills everything we have, even Gadwick. So I guess we'll have to keep up negate for that. Go for multicolored. Interesting. It does have rage. So that's a good one. Could unsummon it. Or you could put the opponent. Let's do that. Henge, Assassin's Trophy. Right, so opponent running some kind of mill Golgari, good stuff plan. Maybe Reanimator. Engage might not be that useful. You can just hold on to it. It's like Gadiwck for 3. So I don't draw any cards. But it lets us do this. It's pretty sweet. Hopefully they don't kill Gadwick. And the next turn we can hopefully put on Verity Circle. If we get an island we can keep up. Not something it this way. These guys are really nice blockers. Okay, Hypnotic Sprite is decent. Opponent is kind of mana screwed. So let's get down to Verity Circle. Stab this guy down again. Could keep up Unsummon to save Gadwick, and if they draw like an Assassin's Trophy or something. I think that's fine, because Secret Keeper right now doesn't do much. And it'll help us tap down next turn, which is super useful. Yeah, so let's do this. Keep up Unsummon, next turn maybe we can keep up more counters. Because we have our combo on board now with Gadwick and Verity Circle. Although if they like, I mean they don't have mana for fine finality yet. But yeah, once they reach that, what is it, 5-6 mana? Be careful. Oh. There's the card draw. Why'd they tap it over mana? Can fight Gadwick. They're gonna sack the Brewed. Oh, sweet. More card draw. I mean, we just drew another Gadwick. We could just let it die. Kinda waste a turn, but I think that's okay. I mean, you can block the Savvy Hunter. Alright. Save the Unsummon. Yeah, you should have unsummoned the Savvy Hunter like Brewed's gonna do. Because they can keep growing Wolf. Let's go Island. Let's go Gadwick for 3. Seems kind of stupid, right? Because he doesn't draw us anything, but that's pretty good. Here's the combo. Oh, a bunch of lands. I mean, that's good, I guess. They're mana screwed. And then one in the bin. Not that cheap yet. So I could play Secret Keeper, but yeah, it doesn't help, so... And Summon is just a better option. You can unsummon Savvy Hunter pretty safely. And summoning the Stone Call doesn't help because they can play it for a larger X cost, which you don't want. So let's bounce this guy. And tap down the Wolf. So that's a draw card. This is, I think, a good example of seeing the real combo that they, or like what the deck actually wants to do. Just have small flyers in the air that do the damage, and then Gadwick gets right. Oh, come on. Basically, manage the board. But without Gadwick, it's gonna be pretty tough. No block. That's a right click though. That's a 9. Okay. Let's go. Wingward. Okay, keep up 3 for Hypnotic Sprite. Counter the Savvy Hunter. I think that's what we'll do. Oh, the reach is really annoying now. Verity Circle. Can't tap down Stone Coil just with the 5 mana Verity Circle. We have tons of land now. Could be the move. Ah, Questing Beast. Can't block that. Secret Keeper that way. And then Fire EOT. Okay, we can adapt the Terramander, which could kill the Stone Coil. Screen first, I guess. We'll draw a card. Buff the Fairy Vandal. Could. Right, so how much does this cost? 5. We'll see if unsummon. So I think fine. Draw a card, yes. I do unsummons, that is pretty nice. Should really help against Questing Beast. It is legendary at least, so there's not like a bunch of them just beating down on us. Actually, instead of playing the second Miscreant, we could have played the Terramander. Is that the right thing to do? Maybe. Oh, come on. Casualties? Are you kidding? I wish I had negate up now. Would have been a serious blowout. Well, in that case... we'll bounce this in response. I think. Yeah, Bloom has 37, so Drown Secrets isn't looking like the best option right now. Go Terramander. Let's summon the Stone Coil and swing in for 4. Or play this and keep these 2 up. I think that's the move. Because this counters cheap stuff, this counters non-creature, although I'm guessing they just play Questing Beast. I don't know. Next turn we can hopefully buff up Terramander, bounce the Stone Coil, and then get in for a bunch of flying damage. Could be like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be lethal. Yeah, see that's why we keep up negate. One copy of negate coming in real clutch there. Block with the Secret Keeper. Doesn't matter. Unsummon and end of turn. Alright, an opponent concedes because they see it. Alright, so there we go against... Oh, that wasn't one green, that was Golgari. Golgari mid-range coming through. Alright, this video's been going on really long. I hope you guys like that. So yeah, that's the deck. I'll show it to you once again. It's got a really cheap curve. This is what it looks like. So, bunch of fairy miscreants. If you want, you could just take out the whole mill package with like Secret Keeper, Apprentice, and where is it? Round Secrets. And just go with like super early, I mean like cheap drop flyers values like 4 miscreants, 4 Terramanders. You could even go more Spectral Sailors. I don't usually use the card draw that much because you have better card draw. But the yeah, flash flying 1/1 is pretty good. The flash, especially with Gadwick. Yeah, op's really nice, and summon is, as you saw there, really key, keeping the mid-range stuff at bay, and even aggro. Fairy Duelist could be switched out, mostly using it for the flash and like as a combat trick. I think maybe taking out 2 Fairy Duelists and just putting in more Fairy Vandals might be it, because the amount of card draw we have, this could become really good threat for us. Even Night Veil Sprite, I'm not sure. Hypnotic Sprite is decent. I don't think I use the Mesmeric Glare, which is the counter adventure part of it much, but 2/1 flyer, 2 is decent. Maybe put in more copies of negate against like, yeah, mid-range control, where they might want to board wipe you or have the annoying Teferis or whatever. Yeah, the main combo of the deck is Verity Circle, Gadwick. So, yeah, I think those last game, and then maybe one of the early games also showed that off pretty well. So hope you guys liked it. Let me know if you have any advice or tips, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. There's also a blue mill deck I've made that basically runs a mill plan. It's not super heavy with all the good stuff, so like it doesn't have 4 round secrets and basically all in on the mill plan. It runs Sages or Denizens, which is not the best in this package, but yeah, maybe I'll do a video on that soon. But I hope you guys like this, and yeah, see you in the next one.